Hello everyone, what's good? What's the tea? Welcome to part 3. Today I want to welcome you all back to the Sip Wine and Talk That Real Life, the series. Today in episode 3, we're going to be speaking today, okay? So get ready. We're going to be piquing and sparking interest in emotional intelligence versus self-awareness. So if you're ready, get your wine glass, get your favorite wine of choice, pour, and let's talk about it.
Like, there is a grace in choosing patience over progress.
And going back to what you're saying to your 18-year-old self, and I wanted to clarify that no, you do not have to look at the vast or the minority for answers.
Right.
But I believe what you were saying was because we're 18, or you're 18 in that moment, you look for answers in many places. Mm-hmm. So if you're gonna look for answers, make it intentional.
Yes.
And make it to where you understand what is going on and you're just not filling your head with fluff. Mm-hmm. Because when you're 18-year-olds right now, are more or less becoming I feel like each generation becomes aware at an earlier and earlier age.
Yes, they do.
So even when drawing back to that 18-year-old self, I mean, what I would tell my 18-year-old self, let me go down the list. 1, stop smoking damn weed. For me.
Yeah.
For me. Mm-hmm. Weed is not, let me correct myself. Marijuana is not for everybody. Sometimes if you're such a deep intellect, it really can change your perception, make you hallucinate, make you think deeper than what it is, make you hear and see things at the same time. And if you are the 18-year-old or you are somebody who is being just introduced to marijuana, it don't be nobody but God. Mm-hmm. Most of the time when you're hearing these things and you're receiving these different answers, it don't be nobody but God, because you're leveling up, you're getting higher than yourself. So if you're getting higher than yourself, what's higher than you? The universe. Yeah. Everything reflects back to you, because as above is below. So even though I'm feeling high, even though I am seeking this entity, or I'm seeking these feelings or this perception of life, I'm really mirroring what's already been done before me. So for me, I would just say, if you're gonna do it, I'm never gonna be proactive for something that you don't already agree with yourself. However, if you choose to do any substances that's gonna elevate your thinking, you don't have to do it to an extreme, because to an extreme can cause depressive moments. Because now, so like I was saying, it changes over the years. So just have mindfulness in everything that you do. That's what I would tell my 18-year-old self. Now we gonna end it with talking to your 13-year-old self, because I believe everybody needs something to their younger self. And we're gonna see what my best friend, my sister, needs to hear when she's 13 years old.
Yes. The first thing that came to my mind, we have to copyright this or whatever. Slow down, baby, you're going too fast. NDRE song. Slow down, baby, you're going too fast. You got your hands in the air with your feet on the gas. You about to wreck your future running from your past. You need to slow down. I would say back to my 13-year-old self, because you said the younger the generation, the younger the generations get, the younger the awareness. I was a very aware 13-year-old, and instead of me using that awareness to really, you know what, I'm gonna rephrase this. I'm gonna go back and say this. I would just say, baby girl, slow down. Slow down. Like, adulthood is going to come.
But that's something that every 13-year-old hears. So break it down. What does slow down mean?
Slow down means, and then again, like, I'm about to contradict myself, because I couldn't be where I am now if I was not where I was when I was 13. So to say slow down to her is to say ignore how you feel and do something different. And I can't tell her that because everything I did when I was 13 was what I felt to do at that time, and it led to me being where I am right now. So the only thing I would probably say to her is that, like, don't worry so much. Don't stress so much. Your parents, I know you love them. I know you want what's best for them, what's best for your sisters, but that is not something that you should worry about right this second. So instead of putting the energy into things that you can't control, try putting your energy into your creativity, because that's what you feel the most connected to. Try putting that energy into yourself. Play around more with your style and get to know yourself a little bit more, whatever that means at that age. I would also say be more open to people, because a lot of people don't know. I went, girl, 13, yeah, I went from kindergarten through 7th grade. I didn't talk to people like this much speech. People thought that I could not speak. That's how silent I was, and I internalized everything that I felt. So if I could go back, I would just say, baby girl, like, speak more, like, say what you feel more, because it's okay. And if people don't like what you have to say it anyway, because you're going to feel so much better than carrying all that stuff within yourself. So that's what I would say. That's exactly what I would say to her.
So if you were looking, you being 23, if I was your 13-year-old self, or you're in the mirror looking at your 13-year-old self, would she be proud, or would she not understand you?
I think she'd be proud of me. She'd be proud because I am her wildest dreams. Like, she knew that there was me, but she didn't know that was me.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
oh my God.
Look, like, I'd be ecstatic, because looking back where I was at 13, not speaking, and watching me now even speaking on camera, and you know, I speak and I host and I do this and I sing, like, I would have never thought that I would be here at 23 at that, but just here. I would have never thought in my wildest dreams, but I always felt that I was I felt that I was more than what I was. I was one of those people, like, if they say, where you see yourself in 5 years? Honestly, I didn't know. Like, I was not one of them sure people, like, 5 years from now, doing something. You know what I mean? Like, I was that person, but because I could never conceptualize the big feeling that I felt. I didn't know what that was. It didn't feel like one thing. So to see myself, that's why I say, like, I knew I would be here, because I never felt myself doing one thing. But I also didn't see myself doing these things. So, yeah.
So, and I asked this because this could be, you know, this 13-year-old self could be somebody's 26-year-old self. So, when it's hard for you to speak, like, how, and this, I know this kind of transforms into another topic, but I ask this because it can register with some people. How do you speak when your voice is cracking? How do you speak up when you have a bunch of people speaking for you? You're like, if I don't have to do it, true. You know,
true.
I'm 13 years old, or I'm 26 years old. Like, what makes my voice any different than amongst a bunch of noise that kind of blends in with each other? So I'm gonna let you think about that one.
Yeah, let me think about that one. And what would you say
I'm gonna say to my 13-year-old self, I'm gonna similar, but I'm gonna say, do what you do, but believe in yourself just a little bit more. For me, at 13, that's when I was peeking into modeling professionally. And, you know, I was so eager to do it just because I love being in front of the camera. And my 13-year-old self now would say, dang, girl, like, you know, you've transformed. But I would definitely say believe in yourself and respect yourself for what you believe in. Because a lot of times as 13-year-olds, 13-year-old women, you do get lost in your own voice. And sometimes if you hear the noise, you feel like, well, what's gonna make my voice any different? Why do I need to speak up when I have adults speaking for me? They know more. They seem like they're in control, but really they're just learning the same thing.
Yes, queen. Yes, my sister. Come on. Are we speaking today, or are we speaking today? Let me know. People in the back, are we speaking today, or are we speaking today? Okay. checking in with you, just like, you know, okay, we good. All right, so we think, we believe, and we lean to adults for all the answers, especially at a young age, because we believe that they have it all, when really they're just trying to understand life for themselves, just as we are. So I want to pose this question, and if you will, leave a comment in the comment section below of how you would answer it to the best of your knowledge or to the best of your experience. And let's start a healthy conversation, okay? So the question is, how do you speak up when your voice is cracking, or when your arms are shaking, or when everyone else is speaking for you? Why does it matter now for young people's voice to be heard? Why does that matter? Yeah, please answer it in the comment section below and let me know so other people can know as well. Like this video if you like this type of content. Please subscribe before you leave and share this with someone who is younger or is of age, or someone who just needs extra in their life, you know, to get their day started or their week ended. However you feel, share this with anyone that you feel needs it, okay? Because we're all about helping each other grow so we do not deplete our human race. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Peace.